we're going to dive deep into this recurring problem of when feedback says yes, but real life says no. One of the fastest ways to lose trust in body feedback tools, those amazing tools that bring you data so that you can make more informed decisions for your family, especially for your clients or customers. Tools like muscle testing, that's my favorite. It's the one I use. But some of my students prefer tools like pendulums, dowsing rods, or gut instinct, like energy or intuition. So today in this video, we're going to dive deep into this recurring problem of when feedback says yes, but real life says no. And by the way, this is a participation video. So you're going to get to do some testing with me to help you improve the results you're getting. Better, faster results. This is something I can totally relate to as well. I remember it like it was yesterday. You test something, it feels so clear. You get that strong yes. You trust it, you go with it. Maybe a client or a new customer who's counting on your recommendation, and then nothing changes. There's no noticeable shift or results to brag about, or worse, the person feels more off than when they started. So now you're sitting there thinking, wait, what? But that tested fine. Did I do something wrong? This can't be right. And here's the part that throws off even experienced practitioners and feedback users. It usually isn't the tool at all. And that surprises so many people. Because when we expect something to hit and it misses, most of us assume one of two things. Either my testing must be off, or maybe this whole body feedback thing just doesn't work or doesn't work for me. In a minute, I'm going to show you exactly where I got this wrong, because maybe you're getting this wrong too. Especially if people are relying on your recommendations, this starts costing you credibility, right? Yeah, think about that for a second. When a recommendation misses, they will likely blame you, not the process. So if this is your business, you'll lose clients and customers. You won't gain referrals, right? That's the crappy part. Because if you're the person other people are coming to for wellness guidance, you do not want to feel like you're guessing or that you're just pulling answers out of a textbook or social media reel that you saw, someone else's opinion. Because if you are doing this professionally, it gets expensive. Now that affects confidence, repeat business coming in, word of mouth, whether someone takes your advice or not the next time you make a recommendation. And let me ask you something. Have you ever confidently made a decision and felt really good about it, and then quietly dreaded that follow-up? You know, that feeling. Maybe it keeps you up at night. I remember those nights. Part of you is hoping they say, oh my gosh, that totally worked. You're amazing. I feel so much better. Instead of, yeah, I didn't really notice much, or actually, I'm feeling kind of worse. Oof, right? That feeling, it's real, but it doesn't have to be. So what's really happening? What's actually going on? It's usually this. Something tests well, great, let's go. Except, yes, it's not the same thing as direction. Now, let me show you what I mean. Okay, I've got a few great products here. Now, let's say one or two test really positive, a strong yes, like this. So maybe you're using this type of testing and you're getting a strong yes as opposed to a weakness. Or maybe you do the sway technique where you hold an item to the center of your body and close your eyes and just feel what you feel. And I'm leaning back, so it's a no, or I'm falling forward, which would typically indicate a strong yes. Or maybe with this one, you use this leg test. It's one that I teach in my workshops, where you have the person hold the leg up. All three products are for the same symptom, by the way. So let's say you find two or three of these that are great. They're a yes, right? So you do what most people naturally think. Perfect. I've got two great options. If one feels like a great idea, two or three should be even better. More support, more progress, faster. Makes total sense. Except more does not automatically mean best. because these 2 or 3 yeses still don't tell you the rest of the details, the data you need to make informed decisions. Which one matters more? Which one moves the needle to the furthest result possible? Does it help a little or a lot? Which one comes first? Do they actually belong together? Are they competing, opposing one another? Is one simply supportive but not the actual place that you need to focus on? Is something else more important entirely? Those are completely different questions, meaning you're going to get completely different answers. And this is the part people miss. A yes answers that one question. It's not the strategy. It's not the plan. It's not the compass. That's the difference. Let me explain this another way. A screwdriver, it's a tool, right? A very useful tool, no argument there. Way easier than using your fingers. But imagine I hand you a screwdriver and say, go fix that problem. Okay, which screws do you focus on? How many turns do you make? In what order do you make them? Is that even going to fix the real issue? Did we identify the starting point? The screwdriver isn't broken. It's doing screwdriver things. It's doing its job. But the tool itself doesn't provide the direction. That part comes from the decision process. Same thing here. These body feedback tools, super useful. A method gives those tools direction. Very different jobs. See what I mean? Let me share a real lived example. This happened all the time in our health food store. Customers would walk in exhausted and say, I need something for energy. And honestly, that makes total sense. Low energy, take an energy product. Totally normal thinking. Sometimes they'd already tried a whole bunch of things like B vitamins, adrenal support, iron, ginseng, whatever a friend recommended, whatever had good reviews online. And they spent money, a lot of money, trying to resolve their fatigue. They saw a lot of practitioners, took the time, ate up more energy, trying all these things, energy they barely had in the first place. And yet they were still exhausted, still dragging. And now they're super frustrated, switching products and practitioners who were trying their best to help them. They would look at us in desperation as a last hope, asking, please tell me, what am I missing? Relying on us to guide them. And this is where results stalled because fatigue is a symptom. Think about it. Does fatigue automatically mean poor sleep, stress, blood sugar, an overactive brain, nutrient depletion? Or maybe they're already stacking too many things trying to fix the problem and making the picture even muddier. See the issue? One symptom, lots of possible directions you could go. So if you ask through your testing, is this supplement good, and you get a yes, that still does not tell you whether it's the right first move, because the right thing at the wrong time is still the wrong move. And you know what? Years later, I still see the same gap. But today, this is what happens now. Someone watches a popular TikTok and sees, oh, if you're tired, magnesium, or your adrenals are shot, you need to exercise, or it's your iron, eat more beets. Without a framework, it starts feeling less accurate. And when that happens, you lose more time, more money, or more clients really fast. Honestly, this exact gap is why I created the method I teach today. My own family's health struggles started me on this path decades ago. So if you remember nothing else, remember these 3 things. Number 1, a yes does not automatically mean yes, that's where you start. Number 2, healthy does not automatically mean yes, they will help that body with that symptom. And number 3, a tool gives feedback. A method gives direction. Now, before we end, it's a step-by-step of the one test most of us were never taught. Because if this first pre-check isn't done, then your feedback might not be clear, which means nothing you try to test can give you a clear answer, especially if you're the one thinking that your feedback is inconsistent. I created a short free training below. It walks you through this. That link is below this video. Start there. And if this kind of conversation is your thing, hit subscribe because this channel is about helping you stop guessing and verify before you make important decisions, especially if you're in the business of wellness where others are counting on your recommendations. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.